covering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores! And welcome back to Dan Petrie Field. Game 2 of this doubleheader is underway. And the right-hander Paul Tuvalian is on the mound for St. Mary's, facing the leadoff man Cash Vaname. And a quick strike for Paul. St. Mary's fell in game 1 5-1. Tuvalian against Vaname. It's weakly popped to shortstop, rather. Luke Crichton with a catch. And one up and one down. What do you like in what you see in Paul Tuvalian, the right-hander?
Yeah, Tuvalian with some great velocity, as we saw his last time out. 7 innings, a full complete game, and he had 13 strikeouts to go with it against Liggett. So, he'll pump the fastball in right around 90, a little bit higher than that, which on a less than 40-degree day is not something your hands really want to make contact with. It's a very specific kind of pain, that vibration that you feel in your hands when you don't hit a ball flush in weather like this. It's sort of indescribable.
That's right. Here's Ryan Turansky, who had a base hit and walked in game 1 for Brother Rice. That's the sharp breaking ball. Sort of a slurvy type pitch for Tuvalian.
Yeah, I think just a 2-pitch mix for the most part for Tuvalian, but a guy talented, a junior who had some Division I aspirations, and obviously a big game here. St. Mary's doesn't want to go down 3-0 to their rival to start this year.
It's a foul ball out of play, giving chase is the third sacker, Parker Brestevich. And the shortstop, Luke Crichton. Ryan Turansky, the Central Michigan commit, against Paul Tuvalian, uncommitted junior right-hander. Saw time as a freshman. Difference this year is throwing strikes, Joey. Control was a problem in the past, but Tuvalian has sort of shedded that this year, especially in his last 2 starts.
Yeah, seemed like a lot of true outcomes in his last game with 13 strikeouts, 4 walks, so not a ton of balls in play. So obviously if he can keep the ball in the zone, going to be a tough guy to generate a lot of offense against.
It's that hot fastball, 91, can get up to maybe the best stuff on the St. Mary's staff is out of this right-handed 6-footer, Paul Tuvalian. Inside corner, strike 3 called. The punch out for Paul, and there's 2 up and 2 down in the Brother Rice first.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on Tuvalian. I mean, there's been some injuries throughout this very talented St. Mary's pitching staff, so he's kind of been thrusted into this role as one of the leaders of the staff, and we saw last time out with a complete game, double-digit strikeouts, and a big spot for him here to try and secure a win.
Here's Owen Turner, who watches that breaking ball float over the heart of Indian Trail for strike 1. Turner with a home run, a 2-run shot to right center, his 4th of the year. And this one is high and deep to center, way back. Hale looking up, and that is gone. Another one for Owen Turner. His 5th of the year. And in back-to-back at-bats, despite separate games, he's gone convincingly deep.
That ball was well over the Dan Petrie scoreboard there, above that eaglet out in center, dead center. Just a massive shot on a cold day where the ball hasn't been flying tremendously. Some big-time power from the Yale commit, Owen Turner.
Solo shot, there's another look.
I mean, that's one. I mean, I appreciate the effort of the center fielder, Hale, going after that, but that's almost one where it's hit so far that you kind of just, you stay in your tracks and just kind of watch it.
That might have hit the Fackler homestead in center. The former home of Al Stankus.
Yeah, you don't think those windows are in play, but a ball like that, you almost worry about those second-floor windows.
Yeah. Watch out, Dougie. 1-0 Warriors with 2 outs and the base is empty. It's Chase Vaname, the Notre Dame commit against Tuvalian.
Not the exact start that St. Mary's was looking for here. It's almost like a hockey game in weather like this. That first run can be important, give you confidence for the rest of the game. So Brother Rice striking first again.
Full count, 2-out pitch is laced foul and into the woods on this beautiful campus. Orchard Lake St. Mary's, riverfront behind us, or the lakefront rather, Orchard Lake. We'll call a regatta here next weekend. Outside, he walks Vaname, or in a couple weekends rather. We'll call a regatta on Orchard Lake, the Laddie Cup.
Now batting.
So a 2-out walk for Chase, and that'll bring up the 5-hitter. And the catcher in game 2, Broder Kaki. And Broder's got to take off his equipment and get himself settled.
I once had an assistant coach during my coaching days who wanted me to intentionally put a guy on just to bring the catcher up from on deck to make him take off his shin guards. I thought it was a crazy request.
That is crazy. A little
Not
bit
strategic,
outlandish.
just inconvenience. Just let's make that guy get undressed and dressed again. So,
oh, that's something.
Yep.
I'm with Joey Yashinsky, former CHSL head coach in baseball. Pitches outside the zone.
Interesting from Tuvalian here, exclusively from the stretch, Chad. Doesn't go out of the windup. Man on here, but even with nobody on, he'll work from the stretch throughout the game.
Misses here, so walks for Tuvalian. And this is the old past of Tuvalian that he had put behind him for the most of the start of the season, but this Brother Rice lineup's a different kind of animal.
Yeah, very good plate discipline. I mean, some of these pitches haven't been tremendously outside the zone, but they have a good understanding of what's a strike and what's not. And Tuvalian's going to have to work through that. Be happy to get out of here with just one with now 2 men on.
Strike called. We've got a courtesy runner. And as you mentioned, all the courtesies you can do for a catcher.
Yeah.
It's Tristan Turner, the younger brother of Owen Turner, who was the difference in the ball game with a 1-0 lead and a solo shot. And Kaki fouls it back. Excuse me. Crane fouls it back. This is Tristan Crane. Bob Riker, the head coach for Brother Rice, says this guy is a ball player. Does it all. Sure-handed shortstop, can catch, can pitch. Line shot up the middle. It's a base hit. Vaname will round third. He's headed home. Hale's throw is cut off, and it's 2-0 Brother Rice on the 2-out RBI off the bat of Tristan Crane.
Absolute dart right back up the middle. You worry about Tuvalian taking a shot there. Thankfully, didn't get any part of him, just right up the middle. But excellent swing there from Crane in a 2-out spot. Brings home a run, and St. Mary's in a familiar position again, down 2 early.
Crane with his 20th RBI of the year. And that'll bring up Cole Vaname, and Cole will rip one right where his brother hit it. Same spot. I don't know if that one's coming back. No kids from Kego is going to grab that one. It's in a swamp.
2 relatively quick outs here from Tuvalian, and then things went sideways after that home run from Turner. 4 straight batters have reached and trying to get out of this mess.
Cole Vaname, Oakland University offer in his back pocket. Runner at second, Turner. Runner at first is Crane, and that one's upstairs.
I think everybody wants to be a Golden Grizzly after what we just saw in March. It's kind of the place to be right now.
They've been very aggressive. And, yeah, that run, you better believe that helps. Darn right. Oakland U, we've talked a lot about it in previous broadcasts, have been active recruiting this Catholic League and recruiting Metro Detroit. There go the runners in a full count, back up the middle, and that is stopped by the second baseman, Brustevich, and he'll have no play. Tried to get the runner Turner, who was too far off the bag, and he's safe.
Interesting
A
decision.
run is in.
I thought Brustevich might have got that tag on the back foot, and I also believe it would have been before the runner had crossed the plate. So an interesting series of events there. Stays with it, keeps it out of the outfield. We'll see if he gets this tag down. Maybe he did not. Critical play, though, because I do believe it would have prevented that run from coming in.
It would have. A run is in. It's now 3-0 Brother Rice to start this game. Slider, inside corner, strike called, and that's a nice little snap job there.
Really aggressive base running there from Katkey, scoring from second on a ball just to the middle of the infield. He just never broke stride. You put the pressure on a guy to make a play.
This one's popped up and fouled again. We might run out of baseballs before the Eaglets can bat in the first.
I think Brustevich was in a tricky spot there. I think his thought was, I got to play at the plate. With a good throw, you probably do get Katkey at home, but then here's this runner stranded a few feet off the bag. I can make a tag. Went for that play, and looks like he may have just missed it, and now we're looking at a 3-0 game.
This is Wyatt Rupenthal. Throw back to second and back safely is Crane. Tristan Crane, he's just trying to play some games out there, get himself in scoring position. At first base is Vaname. The infield single and the RBI.
Yeah, Tuvalian just wants out of this inning in any way. 3-0, you still feel like no big deal. We can get back in this. 5 or 6-0, you start to get a little bit down.
Yeah. The 8-hitter in the lineup. The Warriors are trying to bat around in the first. Outside the zone. Jim Parka, the home plate umpire in this game 2.
I think we're seeing a little bit of a different zone as well here in game 2, Chad. Game 1, pretty liberal strike zone, tremendous amount of strikeouts. Game 2, probably need to be a little bit tighter in the zone here to get a call.
Runners will be off in a full count with 2 outs, and Rice up 3-0 to start this game. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. Tuvalian with a K, and that ends the inning. But not before Brother Rice gets 3. Back for the bottom half of the first after these.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
Alumni matchup. I'm in. You can be too. Big Boy Arena. Let's go.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena. So the Eaglets under Nick Toponio, 8-4 on the year. And they will line them up like this. Brustevich will lead things off, and we'll get the rest of that lineup for you shortly. Aiden Pack is on the mound for Brother Rice, a freshman right-hander, Joey. What do you like in his arsenal?
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show you the amount of talent and the amount of young talent that's really beyond their years here for Birmingham Brother Rice. The fact that they can throw a sophomore in Duhame game 1, come back with a freshman Pack in game 2. And if you didn't know what year these guys were and didn't know where they were in their class, you would just assume these guys are juniors or seniors by the way they performed just You don't notice any nerves. You see a lot of confidence on the mound. So very scary looking starting staff in the future for Brother Rice.
You're not kidding. Aiden Pack. It's a fastball that can get up to 88, 85 to 88, and a curveball. Started the year throwing 8 innings with 16 strikeouts. And he's facing the Game 1 starting pitcher for the Eaglets, and Parker Brustevich. Brustevich, Crichton, and Brustevich to lead things off.
And always a nice feeling as a starting pitcher when you go out for the first time to pick up the ball and you have a 3-run cushion. Really allows you to just attack the zone, throw strikes, not worried about them putting the ball in play. You just want to ensure that you're not giving away free passes, no walks, but just kind of take some pressure off when you're already out there up a handful of runs. You just feel good about where things are headed.
That one's taken outside the zone.
Good fight here from Brustevich. Going to make Pack work for it to start, potentially at least scratch one back. A little bit of momentum or confidence back for St. Mary's, not to go down silent here in the first.
Full count, and he walks him. So the senior with a patient at bat, as Joey mentioned.
Now batting.
And he gets on base. St. Mary's down 3-0. It's a big hole against a staff like Rice.
Yeah.
You got to think a freshman on the mound, a little more fragile than a guy with more innings like Duhame or the guy we saw, Illich, of course, back on Wednesday.
Yeah, and I think just talking to the coaching staff at St. Mary's between games, I just want to see a little bit more of an aggressive approach. Obviously, too many strikeouts in game 1.
Sure.
12 or 13 of the 21 outs just being strikeouts. So at least put the ball in play. You never know what can happen. Ball takes a funny bounce. Try and generate some traffic on the bases.
Luke Crichton with a hot start to this sophomore campaign for this rising star, headed to Indiana. There's a chopper to second, a Roscoe to short for 1. A slide by Brustevich that wasn't appreciated by Mr. Crane.
Let's see what the call is here. See, umpire motioning toward Brustevich, the leadoff man. A little bit of a warning. Get that information from Pat the Stat Bush, Mr. Reliable.
Third baseman, number 23.
What'd you think about that?
It was an easy out at second, so there really was no play to be made. Not only that, there was really no play on the back end, so there was no double play. It was a very slowly hit ball. He had to wait for it to pass. So if that slide did make contact and took him out, probably unnecessary. Nothing terrible. We didn't need to see an ejection or even an automatic out at first, which he has the ability to call, but maybe just a warning. Let's keep things on the safe side.
That's fair. So Crichton's on at first. Good speed for Crichton. This is Hudson Brustevich, the home run leader on this team, the 10th grader. And a big spot for him. And a guy that can reach the seats in right. That one's driven high and deep to right, and that one will find the water tower.
Excellent prediction, Chad. Look at you.
We've seen it before. It's easy to believe. Hudson Brustevich, he's got a little bit of Nolan Schubart vibe to him, and that's a pretty looking left-handed stroke, and the Eaglets are right back in this thing.
That was one of the unique home runs where it was a line drive and a fly ball almost simultaneously. The ball got out of here in a hurry, and it went a long way. That ball was absolutely pulverized by Brustevich.
A lot of pop, and they are giddy in South Bend to get yet another Eaglet commitment in the same family. He went to one living room and said, look, you're coming and you're coming. There's no way you cannot bring your brother with you to South Bend. You can't leave your brother.
Very talented duo. You're going to get some talent coming into Notre Dame in the next couple years with both of those brothers.
They've got a younger brother to the Brusteviches. This one is looped down the right field line and twisting foul down that short porch and right. Aiden Donovan, the batter.
After a little bit of a quiet offensive game from both sides throughout game 1, it looks like it might be different here in game 2. Ball kind of flying out. White talking to white, gray talking to gray is what the home plate umpire's implying there. So not a fan of the crosstalk right now. We got rivals, and nice to see that kind of heated competition. Both teams obviously want this game.
It's been that way. It's a respected rivalry, but there's emotions. It's not CC Brother Rice, but Brother Rice and St. Mary's have developed their own rivalry. And it's real. Some sports, it's a little hotter than others. This is one of them. Ground ball right side. Orozco to his left. Smooth field to the first baseman, Taransky. And there are 2 outs in this 5-run first inning so far.
And we are seeing a byproduct of what the St. Mary's coaching staff alluded to as more balls in play. We're seeing that already. Even there, ground ball to second, make a play on you. They've put 2 on the board, so already a much better offensive start for St. Mary's than we saw throughout game 1.
Yeah, that aggressive approach, not letting pitches like that get beyond you, and you can put it into play firmly. By the way, it's 3:15 down the right field line, 3:30 in that gap. The second gap is 3:55. They've got more gaps here than the gap themselves.
There you go.
3:45 in the left center field gap, and is it
3:55 to right center?
Yeah. When I played here, it was 380 to left.
You had to earn it back then.
And 450 to center. I mean, it was ridiculous.
It's like old Tiger Stadium.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Ryan Summers strikes out on a hammer from Aiden Pack.
After 1 inning of play,
and the Eaglets get on the board. The loud shot by their big bomber, the sophomore, Hudson Brestevich. But Pack gets out of the first. 3-2, Rice by 1.
West Oakland Wings baseball.
Focus. Hard work.
Sportsmanship.
Perseverance.
Respect. Integrity.
That a boy.
Huron Valley Athletic Complex, where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
Alumni matchup. I'm in. You can be too. Big Boy Arena. Let's go.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Things have gotten hot. The coaches have had to be separated. Bob Riker, Nick DePonio, and both staffs in the off time between innings. We missed it. Going at it. So emotions running deep. Here's the lineup for the Brother Rice Warriors. Cash Vaname to lead things off. Ryan Taransky batting second. OTO and Turner batting third. Chase Vaname batting fourth and cleanup. Rotor Kaki will do the catching in this game. Tristan Crane will do the shortstop duties. Ty Fox in right, Cole Vaname in left, and Max Orozco at second base.
Wow, Chad. This went from, back end of a twin bill in April to feeling like, a state championship game. It's now got that level of intensity to it. We're in inning number 2, and both coaches wanted to get towards the other dugout. Umpires were restraining guys. It was about as heated as you'll see among coaching staffs on a baseball field. I think maybe stemming from that kind of iffy slide there on a force out by Brustevich at second. Took out the middle infielder.
I think you're right. And look, rivalries are good. And these have been two rivalries that were lopsided for really, I mean, at least a long time. I mean, there hasn't been a back and forth. 4 years by St. Mary's, but then you look back again. Rice dominated St. Mary's for a long time after that, or prior to that. And so there really hasn't been a point in time where they were competitive.
Right, so it's nice to see this kind of back on some kind of level footing where Brother Rice now getting back in the mix after that 4-year run of dominance by the Eaglets. And maybe St. Mary's not loving that role right now.
Right side base hit for Orozco. That is his second hit of the day. He had the 2 RBI single in game 1. And he starts things off here in the second inning with a base hit.
I appreciated the way that the umpiring crew handled that, too. There wasn't a slew of thumbs, head out to the parking lot. You know, let cooler heads prevail. Let's try and continue with the game. So I don't think there's anything wrong with a little fire and brimstone. And I think they did a good job of kind of managing it, let some emotions get out. Didn't need to have an ejection here or there. Let these coaches stay in the dugout and manage the rest of the game.
There were warnings issued to both sides. So if there is any other
horseplay,
misconduct or horseplay, they will have ejections. But it's emotion right now on the Brother Rice side, and their bench getting excited, and that's a strike called, well placed by Tuvalian.
We'll have to keep an eye on, anytime there's a man on first, the ground ball in the infield, we'll have to keep an eye on what that force play looks like at second, because that's going to kind of be a hot spot for the rest of the game.
Vaname takes, and it was a good take, a tough one to do so.
A game 1 strike, not a game 2 strike.
Yeah.
The crowd reacting to that a little bit. I think after the last couple hours, they're used to that being a looking strikeout. Here, it's just ball 2.
2-2 runner not going. It's fouled back. Anthony Alezai looked back to the official or the umpire after that. Just wanted to know where it was. Which is a nice, respectful way of saying that should have been a strike.
Anytime you see a catcher sort of double pump the throw back to the pitcher, it means we're aware that we didn't like what just happened.
Full count now. Cole Vaname. Cole had the infield base hit and RBI back in the first inning. Payoff pitch. And he walked him. So Tuvalian with a walk.
You mentioned the control coming into the game, Chad, sort of going to be potentially a thorn in his side. It's something that he needs to be aware of, the third walk here, and we're just in the top of the second inning. So Tuvalian needs to put a premium on getting ahead in the count and then working from there.
Runners edge off of first and second in this one-run game. Brother Rice swept Catholic Central last week. St. Mary's swept Liggett last week. But it's been Brother Rice winning games 1 and games 2 in this 3-game series this week over St. Mary's. Got him on strikes. And a fine breaking ball that Taransky couldn't find, and that is another K for Paul Tuvalian. That is his third of the day.
Goes to show you the importance of getting strike 1. So he gets a foul ball to start off the count. All of a sudden, especially 1-1, now you're in supreme control. Puts him away with a breaking ball in the dirt.
Here's the ever-dangerous Owen Turner with nowhere really to put him, with just 1 out. That's a line shot to left, a base hit in front of Crichton and Brustevich. Tribal up with it, and the throw is cut off, and the runner is out at second base. But score the run, and Brother Rice now leads 4-2 on the RBI single coming off the bat of the right-handed hitter Owen Turner, who stays hot. Already 2 RBIs.
Can't get him out. Great swing. Good base running from the man on second, anticipating it. And really the play there to take note of is Hudson Brustevich. Excellent awareness to cut that ball off. He understood not getting the guy at home. Key out on the trail runner at second. So really heads-up baseball there by Hudson Brustevich.
That one's driven high and deep to right, and they can chase, but that one is gone. Into the tall trees in right center off the top of the building, and Chase Vaname has gone deep in Orchard Lake. And it's now 6-2 Warriors.
Ball's flying out of Dan Petrie Field here to start game 2, and Chase Vaname got all that. Great right center power, reminiscent of Miguel Cabrera, Albert Pujols. The truly great hitters have power to all fields. Sent that ball a very long way to right center, which I think that's where the tendency for the wind to blow. And if you get the ball up with a little bit of pace today, it's got a good chance of going out in that direction. Suddenly 6-2. I mean, St. Mary's had to have felt good about the bottom of the first. Right back in it, down just a run. And just a few minutes later, they're staring at a 4-run deficit again.
Already 3 home runs combined in this game. We've played an inning and 2/3. That's a slider, and that's silky on the inside corner for a strike. This is Broder Kaki, who's doing the catching in game 2. He was the DH in game 1. And he grounds one to third. Hudson Brustevich up with it. Parker Rather. And the throw to first is in time. That was Hudson. I promise. I mean it. Hudson. It was final answer.
It was a Brustevich.
It was a Brustevich. Yeah, that would have been easier, right?
Yeah.
That's the end of the inning, but not before Brother Rice answers with 3 more. And they lead 6-2 on the road in Orchard Lake.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Second inning for Orchard Lake. Number 11, Will Boisonow.
Here's the lineup for St. Mary's. Parker Brustevich, followed by Luke Crichton. Hudson Brustevich, Aiden Donovan, Ryan Summer. And then these guys, Boisonow, Tribal, and Alezai. The 9-hitter, Bradley Hale. Otherwise known as the same lineup as last game.
For those scoring at home.
Why am I just figuring that out? Here's Will Boisonow, and that is popped up and fouled out of play. Brother Rice has brought their hitting shoes today, and that's nothing new. They've been bashing baseballs really all season long.
And no cheapies. I mean, these balls that are going out are going out. You got one over the scoreboard, one well out to right center.
Strike 3 called. Will Boisonow didn't like it.
Now batting left fielder, number 13, Andrew Tribal.
Second strikeout of the day for Pack. There's another look.
see if Pack can kind of settle down from that very eventful first inning. Gave up a home run. There was a lot of shouting from both sides. So for just a freshman, a lot to handle. But we'll see if he can get a quick one in the second, kind of settle back in.
3 home runs for Rice on this day. Andrew Treibel, the batter. Upright left-handed stance. Taking some pitches here against the freshman Aiden Pack. Gave up just the 1 hit, that 2-run shot back in the first.
Nice at bat here from Treibel. If you can, you want to try and scratch out a couple more, stay in this game. It's going to be hard to keep Brother Rice down for the rest, so try and get back to within a couple if you can with a little bit of a rally here with 1 out.
See if Treibel can't start it. Not there. Pack shuts it down before it begins. 2 up, 2 down for St. Mary's. Here in the home half of the second.
Catcher, number 3, Anthony Elazai.
Here's Elazai. Fastball in the outside corner.
Looking to strike out the side here is Pack. Get Brother Rice back up to bat. Very few mistakes made across either game here from Brother Rice.
Pretty clean defensively. This is a team that prides itself on their defense and their pitching under Bob Riker. And he gets Anthony on strikes. That ends the inning, a quick inning. And we go to the top of the 3rd inning. And it's Aiden Pack with another punch out. His 4th.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Alumni matchup, anyone? I'm in. Come watch the Red Wings alumni at Big Boy Ice Arena.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Leading off top of the 3rd inning for the Warriors.
Here comes Brother Rice with a 4-run lead as we start the top of the 3rd. He's Joey Yashinsky. My name is Chad Bush. Glad you're with us on the prep. If you would, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. That's what you're watching us on right now. We also have socials all up and down the board. You can email us, info@theprepsports.com, info@theprepsports.com if you'd like to book a game or you want to just give a comment. Feel free. Thanks for watching. 2-1 the count to Valiant to face Crane.
Imperative at this point that Tuvalian try and get the St. Mary's bats back up there. It's been a tough day for the Eaglets, giving up 3 in back-to-back innings to start. If he can get a quick one here, might shift the momentum a little bit. And they do have some action in the bullpen with Reese Matthews starting to get loose just in case any more trouble here. I think DePonio might be eager to kind of get things switched up a little bit.
Looking ahead, Brother Rice will take on Liggett on Tuesday. That one's popped up, fouled out of play before taking on Liggett in a double dip on Wednesday. And that one is dropped near the fence by Summer.
Almost like Candlestick out here. A lot of wind and, you know, early season Wrigley, just some wind playing havoc. I mean, we've seen pop-ups all day, have not been simple plays, but again, probably an out you'd need there, especially with the struggles Tuvalian's had early. Get a pop-up like that, you need to secure the out.
Got to have it. This one's popped up, and Anthony will hustle, but this one is just beyond that fence. Meanwhile, Brother Rice will also be back in competition on Tuesday, and they will take on an Ohio team. Excuse me, St. Mary's, rather, will take on an Ohio team as well on Tuesday. St. John's, the opponent.
I think we've seen these pop-ups generally have been landing beyond the reach, so I think with that wind blowing that way, try and get behind the ball a little bit, then come in if you need to.
Ground ball left side over the glove of Hudson Brustevich and into left field. It's the 7th hit of the day for Rice. And Crane this time with the leadoff hit.
Cole Vaname.
Yeah, nice effort by Brustevich at third, but just no way to come up with that hard hit ball. Even on, you know, sort of a thicker infield here, that ball still got through there pretty quick.
Good speed at first for Crane. This is Vaname. Cole Vaname. So both the Eaglets and the Warriors will play St. John's next week. Eaglets down in Toledo on Tuesday. Eaglets will also have De La Salle on Wednesday at home before hitting the road to take on Salina on Friday, and then a double dip against De La Salle in Warren 1 week from today. They'll take on the Cowboys of Detroit Western to round out the month of April on Monday the 29th. That's a slider over for a strike. When Tuvalian gets that breaking ball over, I mean, it's really unhittable.
Yeah, nice sharp breaker. Hitter had no chance there. So like you say, if he can keep the ball in the zone and kind of throw strikes, he can be a tough guy to hit, as we see there.
Strike 3 called on the corner. That was filthy.
Big out there
Now
for
batting,
Tuvalian.
number 27, Wyatt Rupenthal.
Yeah, tough take. Probably a good eye, but got the call, and that's what helps. You put the ball close in the zone, you're bound to get a couple calls here and there.
4 strikeouts now for Paul against 3 walks, and he'll face Wyatt Rupenthal. .6'3", 180 in right field in this game. He's the only real defensive change. By the way, Anthony Elizai is doing the catching in both games.
It's not easy on a day like this, be back there for all 14 innings.
No, there goes Crane to test him. It's a breaking ball. Good pitch to run on, throw to second, had no chance. He's in scoring position now with 1 out and a full count to Rupenthal.
Yeah, that one was stolen on the pitcher. No chance for Elizai. Came up, good pop time and got the throw down, but no opportunity to get the base runner.
It is a strong pop time from Anthony. They check the runner at second. It's Crane. And that's a walk. So
Now batting number 1, Max Orozco.
And that's what Tuvalian just can't afford to do, is issue too many of those free passes already. I think that's his 4th or just in the 3rd inning. So last time was able to space it out a little over 7 innings, did offer up 4 free passes. Today we're just in the 3rd. He's equaled that amount. So if he can stay in the zone, I think his stuff makes him difficult to hit, but it's when he's kind of all over the place that, you know, the damage starts to pile up a little bit. And notably, I believe the only guy out here in short sleeves.
Off speed outside corner for Tuvalian. Again, the Eaglets are rolling without their top 2 starters. At least rotation-wise, expected to start the year, both because of injuries, and both expected back in mid-May.
Yeah, so this may not be the St. Mary's outfit that you see towards the latter part of the year into the playoffs. So maybe some struggles here, especially against Brother Rice. But as we move on and they start to get healthier in their rotation, they're going to be a far more formidable opponent.
The Eaglets without the right-hander Donovan, their number 1, headed to Michigan State, and Pacey, their number 2, headed to Alabama. Both 6'4", 200-pounders that they really trust and really miss at this point. And look, Nick DePonio makes no excuse. He says, look, we miss those guys, but we got to hit, and we're going to hit. Because if there's one thing we're going to do, we're going to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, you can talk about the loss of pitchers, but if you're scoring 1 or 2 runs a game, it doesn't make much of a difference.
Nick was a great hitter, and he's surrounded himself with great coaching that focuses on hitting. And look, the fact is you're going against high-end arms when you face some of the guys they have, and Brother Rice's pitching and Catholic Central.
And sometimes there's a blessing in disguise, too, when you're missing guys like that. All of a sudden you force guys like Tuvalian and certain guys to pitch a little bit in bigger games. Now all of a sudden they're gaining experience they might not have had otherwise. So might set up St. Mary's down the road for success.
Off-speed strike 3 call. Frozen pizza backwards K. And another nasty off-speed pitch from Paul T.
Now batting number 13, Cash Vaname.
Great breaker there from Tuvalian, just off the outside edge, paints the corner. Kind of an unhittable pitch, as we've said. When he can locate that off-speed pitch, Brother Rice hasn't been able to do much with it. May have got a homer off one of those hangers early, but for the most part, they've been looking at it.
Yep. Both teams, St. Mary's and Brother Rice, have played Catholic Central. And when you think of the top teams in the Central Division, it's Brother Rice, Catholic Central, St. Mary's. However, a team by the name of UAD is starting to make some noise. They're the only team to knock off Brother Rice. They beat them in Game 4. They split that series, and well, Brother Rice won 2-1. But Rice has played competitive teams as well. They've played Troy, they've played Adams, they've played Catholic Central, as we mentioned, and UAD, and they opened the year with Dakota, a team that they swept. And Dakota's played a very tough schedule. I know the record's not crazy, but they're like 7-6, and they've played a really tough schedule. They went to the semifinals a year ago. Tuvalian against Vaname. Anthony keeps it in front of him to keep the runners at bay. Crane at second base, and Rupenthal at first base.
Nice job by Elazai on this back end of a doubleheader. He's been behind the plate for both games, still showing that resolve, keeping that ball in front of him, preventing each runner from moving up 90 feet.
Cash with a home run in Game 1. Fouled. Welcome back to Dan Petrie Field. A little bit of technical difficulties. We're blowing fuses here, and we're trying, but it happens. So we reset. If it happens again, we'll be back, we promise. Swing and a miss to Bradley Hale, who had one of the 3 hits for the Eaglets in Game 1. The leadoff man is out, and to the top of the order we go with Parker Brustevich.
Yeah, we're seeing the mental makeup of the freshman, Aiden Pack. 2-run homer in the first. Doesn't seem to have thrown him off his game. You know, you'd think with a freshman in a big spot, maybe you get a little bit frazzled. Hasn't done that. He's looked good since that point.
Really has. 76th meeting all time between these two schools. Started in 1978. A long pause. They didn't play much until the series resumed in the early 2000s. That's a nice slider from Pack. 2-1 the count. St. Mary's, of course, has always been, they were a Class D school in the early years up until the mid-90s or early 90s when they went to a Class C school. There's a long drive deep to left, and that's foul. And then they've sort of rised where Rice has been that Class A school really since their opening in the 60s.
Good aggressiveness there from Parker Brustevich. 3-1 count. Taking a pretty hittable fastball and roped it down the left field line, just foul.
Outside corner, strike 3 called. Jim Parker said so. Parker had already tossed that bat down and was headed, and it's a tough one.
Number 2, Luke Crichton.
Yeah, we'll see here what the look gives us. If yeah, Brustevich might add a slight case, but 2 strikes, day like today, we've kind of seen got to protect the plate. So may have had a small gripe, but that's been the focal point for St. Mary's. Got to swing the bats today.
Here's Luke Crichton. His older brother Jack is doing great things at Clemson. There's a ground ball slowly to third. Vaname throws it low, and it is bobbled by the first baseman and not in time. So that'll be an error. Crichton reaches for the 3rd time today. Taransky couldn't come up with this thing. Low throw by Vaname.
Yeah, he might have actually made the pick, but his foot came off, so he tried to then make the tag and was not able to. So nice hustle from Crichton. You know, easy ground ball to third, but he's going full out, and that's how you make a play like that into a reach as opposed to a third out of the inning.
Hudson Brustevich. And why do they tell the first baseman to get the ball first? Don't worry about your foot on the bag. Get the ball first.
Yeah, I mean, the foot is important as well. But, yeah, I mean, it was a tricky play. He had to come off to get it. And swipe tag almost got him, but good hustle by Crichton to earn his way on. And who knows, a little blast here, right back in the game.
That's what Hudson did last game, or excuse me, last at bat. It was a deep drive and a home run and a firm shot. His 4th of the year, team leading. Little hit and run there, Joey.
Yeah, trying to get some things started. I mean, you know, there's 2 outs, and you just want to get maybe some things in motion. Maybe put one of the middle infielders out of position on a cover. Maybe you get a ground ball through. Just trying to create some energy from the Eaglet side.
Upstairs, Aiden Donovan in the on-deck circle. St. Mary's trying to get this offense moving. They've had their times this year where the offense has been potent, including yesterday in their 11-2 win over Toledo Central Catholic. There goes the runner, and that one's lifted high in the air in foul territory, now giving way in fair territory to the shortstop, Crane, to end the inning. So the Eaglets get a man on thanks to an error, and they leave them stranded as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Dan Petrie Field, Rice by 4.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Alumni matchup. I'm in. You can be too. Big Boy Arena. Let's go.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
We got a new pitcher on the mound, and it's another Brustevich, but this time it's Hudson Brustevich, who comes in from third base. And this is a fine-looking right-handed arm in Hudson Brustevich. And, hey, look, it's a key point of the game for St. Mary's. They want to try to keep this a 4-run game, and really it's upon the sophomore Hudson to try to do that.
Yeah, as much as, you know, it does look like a pretty big uphill climb, but, hey, it's a 4-run lead with 4 innings to go. There's nothing but time for St. Mary's. If you can put up a couple of zeros here, well within striking distance. So, like you say, if Brustevich can get through a clean frame, get back up, try and push a couple across, make this a game again.
Ryan Taransky will lead things off. Hudson last worked in the Eaglets' victory over Walsh Jesuit out of Ohio. That started an Eaglet 3-game streak and sweep in the state of Ohio. They knocked off the number 4, the number 6, and the number 7 teams in the Buckeye State, all on the road in impressive fashion.
For the uninformed, Chad, how does Eaglet differ from Eagle? That's typically what you'd see in a nickname. It's unique here.
It's a Polish eagle.
I gotcha.
And what happened was that there was a college here, and they were the Eagles. And so, well, we want to stay close, but we're going to be an Eaglet.
Put our own spin on it.
Yeah, and so that's the story. They wanted to keep it in the Eagle family, so just a baby eagle and a Polish baby eagle. Strike 3 called. Out on strikes, that's the snapper, and that's Hudson with his first K.
Nice start for Brustevich.
Owen Turner.
Freezes him with the breaker right across the lower half of the strike zone on the inner part. Beautiful pitch. Not really one you can do much with as a hitter. You just sort of have to tip your cap.
Hudson has not worked much this year, but he is a guy they like out of the bullpen. St. Mary's opened the year with a win over Catholic Central. They came from behind. They trailed 2-0, put up 5 in the third inning.
Nice to see both teams sort of calm down after that initial brouhaha, the slide at second. We've gotten back to just baseball. It's been a clean game since that point.
Is that what you call that, a brouhaha?
I think it qualifies as a brouhaha.
There was something there. Donnybrook?
I think if there were no umpires preventing each coaching staff from going the other direction, we might have seen an advanced brouhaha.
We do have footage of that. Upstairs, and that's a walk. And Anthony says, wait a minute, I got to get that ball.
Live ball. That's what Pete Rose used to hustle down to first. You never know what's going on behind you.
Charlie Hustle.
Owen
Owen Turner is the guy they walked. That may not be an awful idea. He's homered already twice today. Chase Vaname, the batter. He went deep, way deep, his last time up. I mean, that thing, we talked about Brustevich's. This thing carried pretty high and deep as well, just to the left of Water Tower A.
One of the more unbreakable records, I would say, in baseball. Pete Rose, 42-56 in terms of total hits. So you could get 200 hits, which nobody really does anymore, for 21 years, and you're still short.
Man, put him in the hall.
Yeah, I think he's he's got a case now for whatever
Sure he
going
does.
on in the sporting landscape. I think he could argue that he deserves his place now.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't pulling a Jonte Porter.
Right.
Breaking ball, and on the run was OT, and he'll have to come back. Peter Varon, one of the assistants, former Bloomfield Hills Andover star, comes out of that dugout. Varon also starred at Oakland U. That's where head coach Nick DePonio also had a fine career after starting his career at UAD.
And Chase Vaname really proving to be a difficult out throughout the day. Even you get 2 strikes on him, you throw him a tough breaking ball. What does he do? He wastes it. He stays in the count, tries to get back to an advantageous count. Just a very mature approach at the plate.
A candidate to pitch today as well. Pitches low in the dirt, throw down to second, and it is not in time. Turner gets in just in front of the tag by Klein. That was a solid throw by Anthony from behind the dish.
Good throw and an excellent effort by Klein at second. Not an easy pick and a tag, and just the fact that he had to kind of collect the ball for that one extra beat probably allowed the slide to get in there. But very nice play from the middle infielder who just got put in the game as well.
There's a ground ball that finds a hole. They'll hold Turner at third, but it's another hit, the 8th of the day for Brother Rice. And they keep knocking it around the yard, and this time it's Chase Vaname getting another one.
Yeah, Chase Vaname, generally, if he's putting the ball in play, it's going to be with hard contact somewhere. So didn't try and do too much there. Laced it through the infield. Runner had to wait just a touch, make sure it went through, so he stays at third. Man on the corners with 1 out.
Runners at the corners with 1 out. Eaglets in double play depth up the middle with Klein and Crichton. And it's a get-me-over fastball to Broder. Hudson wants a new baseball.
Yeah, you'd love to see some kind of 6-4-3 here if you're Brustevich. Get out of the inning, get back up at the dish if you're the Eaglets. Not something we've seen today in 1.5 games. I don't think we've seen a twin killing yet.
We have not. Got him on strikes. And Hudson just rolled back and threw the old country fastball right by him.
Yeah, Brustevich showing a nice arsenal here this inning.
Now batting number 24, Tristan
Trying to work
Crane.
his way out of trouble, man on the corners. Big strikeout there, but as we've seen all day, you're never quite out of danger with this Birmingham Brother Rice lineup, and now Crane coming up, a dangerous hitter. So it goes to show you the strength of a full 1 through 9 lineup and the toll that can take on an opposing pitching staff. You really no room to breathe.
There's not. There goes the runner. This one's skied high to right, deep, way back going and off the wall, and I think that ball is in play. The right fielder, Boisenow, is down and injured, and a run has scored. Timeout on the field, but Boisenow is down and right, and timeout on the field. The umpire had to wait for the play to finish, and now the attention on Boisenow.
Yeah, he went full out. He was really displaying great effort, but at the same time, I think ran pretty hard into that fence in right field.
Here's another look. Joey at it. And boom.
Not sure he saw that. He didn't quite know how close he was.
Man, well, that's concerning. Will Boisenow, the senior right fielder. Meanwhile, a run did score. 2 runs scored, rather.
8-2, I think we're at, yeah.
And it is now 8-2. We're going to step aside and take a timeout after this replay. And there you see Boisenow face first into that fence. He is up on his feet out there, as you can see. And that's scary.
Yeah, scary, but at least we're seeing, I think he's aware of things, showing some movement, but a very hard collision with the fence out there.
We'll step aside. We'll come back to Orchard Lake in a moment with Brother Rice leading 8-2.
St. Mary's is a place where boys come to find their place in the world. It's not just a place where we learn what to think. It's a place where we learn how to think. Education of the mind can be found almost anywhere. Education of the soul is what I've been taught at St. Mary's. So, if you think you're ready to be a part of a tradition rooted in success, come see for yourself how St. Mary's is more than just a school.
It's a Red Wing matchup with the New York Rangers. Bring it on. Come watch us play at Big Boy Arena.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Red Berenson here. The Red Wing alumni have a big game coming up against the New York Rangers. Come and see us.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
There you see Will Boisenow getting helped off the field, and concerning. Obviously, he's okay. He can walk off the field, but in serious pain. We hope he is okay. He's a valuable part of this team, a senior, and you just hope the young man's health is in store.
Yeah, that was a major collision in right field. I mean, I think the height of the fence out there maybe, caught him sort of towards the midsection and the chest area, maybe got the wind knocked out of him. But, he wasn't going half speed. He was going after that ball with 100% effort, and as a result, it was a full-on collision with the fence out there.
So, Nick DePonio's going to be forced to make a decision, make a substitution rather. So Boisenow's out, and I believe they're putting Brustevich in right field. We'll wait for the change.
And 2 runs come across there on that triple. Any ball to right today has really been traveling. Even though it doesn't look hot off the bat, but it gets out there quick.
So they'll give.
You really admire the effort and hustle there from Boisenow. Didn't want to give up on that play, and hopefully we'll recover and maybe just had the wind knocked out. Hopefully.
They had to wait for Zane Wilson, number 12, to check in. It'll be Zane Wilson in for Boisenow in right field. Zane, we've also seen on the football field as a wide receiver for Jermaine Gonzalez. So Zane Wilson, the athletic right fielder, will check in, 6'3", 190 senior for Boisenow. All right, we're back to baseball, and it's a strike taken. This is Vaname Cole. So here's the stage, 2 runs scored on that hit, and it's now 8-2. Ground ball to third with 2 outs. The play's at first, and the inning is over. But it's an inning that sees Rice put up multiple runs again. They've got a 6-run lead as we head to the bottom half of the 4th. Going for the sweep are the Brother Rice Warriors. We're back to Dan Petrie Field in a moment right after this.
West Oakland Wings baseball.
Focus. Hard work.
Sportsmanship.
Perseverance.
Respect. Integrity.
That a boy!
Huron Valley Athletic Complex. where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Alumni matchup, let's do it. Come watch the Red Wing alumni skate at Big Boy Arena.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Here comes Aiden Pack. He's been impressive. Just a freshman, a 9th grader. And he's got a 6-run lead to work with now. It'll be the heart of the Eaglet order, 4, 5, and 6. Donovan, Summer. And we'll see, I believe they will put in Zane Wilson in one of those spots. We'll see where that sits. But Aiden Donovan against Pack at an inning that if you're St. Mary's, you got to try to make some money against Pack if you're going to make a move.
6 Ks and just against a single walk through 3. So, again, sort of a similar trend of the first game. Couple strikeouts per inning from St. Mary's. Tough to generate a ton of rallies when you're not getting enough balls in play.
They've had just 1 hit against Pack, and that was the 2-run shot to right field by Hudson Brustevich, accounting for the St. Mary's offense today, an offense that's been shut down by Brother Rice. Aiden Donovan didn't like that one, but it's a strikeout for Pack. His 5th of the day.
Now batting number 8.
Another look at it here. And on the upper outside quadrant, that zone starting to expand as the temperatures start to drop.
You see a direct correlation there, huh?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
And look, it's a nice pitch by Pack. I don't know.
No, probably a little bit up and a little bit out, which I think Donovan has a pretty good awareness of what's a strike and what isn't. But like you say, as you get a little bit further below 40 degrees, I think the strike zone increases equally.
And look, to be fair, these guys know that, right? And they know when they have 2 strikes,
they
might call that.
They know you have kind of a ball or some type of thing to get to later tonight. I think people are taking that into consideration as well.
Looking forward to it. The Orchard Lake St. Mary's Ambassador Ball from the Townsend in Birmingham.
Might be some good food on hand, I imagine.
Oh, I hope. I can imagine. Townsend never disappoints. And St. Mary's outings and festivities never disappoints. Yeah, it should be a good combo. Summer is sawed off, and he pops out to Crane.
Number 12, Zane Wilson.
And this offense has just been stymied since the 2-run first. And really, I mean, there haven't been a ton of hard-hit balls in this game outside of that Brustevich banger home run.
Pop-ups or easy ground balls and just, not a ton of action here from the St. Mary's offense. You know, you can chalk some of it up to the weather, but you have to give credit to the Brother Rice pitching staff. Duhame and Pack have both look fabulous through 1.5 games here. So, you know, they don't give you too many free passes, and they make you earn it, and they're going to be tough to score on all year. You combine it with the depth of that lineup, and you know it's obviously looking like a state titleist contender.
The leader in the clubhouse at this point, if you will. Swing and a miss, and that was just filthy. Zane Wilson fooled on it. Another K for the freshman Pack. And Brother Rice will try to add to their tally in the 5th. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep. Back after this to Orchard Lake and Dan Petrie Field.
It was very exciting to be the first class.
So we're talking the temperature, the humidity.
It's just really empowering, and I feel very blessed.
Walking around this campus and getting to see Orchard Lake, no other school gets to see that.
The way my relationship with all my friends has grown is crazy. It's almost like a sisterhood, just how like the guy said a brotherhood. I think we have an amazing sisterhood.
To be these women of St. Mary's is to be the first woman or person to do anything. You're making a legacy just by being here, going to school. That's not really a thing that everybody gets to experience. You're starting something new.
So this is the little fiasco that happened earlier in the game with Bob Riker and Peter Varon, St. Mary's assistant. Nick DePonio would come over, but things got a little heated, and sometimes this happens.
Excellent work by the camera crew to capture that in between innings. But no, I mean, as far as the amount of anger and emotion being displayed there on a baseball field, that's about as high as it gets. Both coaching staffs really angry with the other. Umpires were trying to get control of the situation. And hey, Brother Rice is trying to take control of this one-on-one matchup here. 3 in a row looking for here.
Rupenthal leading off, grounds out to Luke Crichton. Smooth fielding, multi-position guy, can play everywhere. And this is a routine play he makes quite well and speaks to the value that Crichton's going to be able to add at the next level and also on this team, being able to play every position, including center field, probably his natural position.
Yeah, when you can get on the mound, when you can patrol the outfield, when you can be sure-handed at shortstop, you bat in the 2-hole, just a lot of value coming from Crichton. Very good prospect at the next level as well.
Here's the next level commit, Max Orozco. 2-run single that really was the game winner back in the first game.
Yeah, pretty good from the Crichton family. One to Clemson and another to Indiana. A lot of baseball ability in that household.
Well, and one you didn't mention, the sister, Allie Crichton, who's a freshman all-stater on the girls basketball team here at St. Mary's.
Now batting number 13, Cash Vaname.
Yeah, it's an athletic family. The dad, Brad, very athletic. Went to Rochester Adams, great career. College of the Ozarks. Did some golf, baseball, basketball.
A lot of scholarships rolling through that home.
But it's Mama that has the big-time gene, Courtney Ruffing, and she's one of the best players to ever play Oakland women's basketball. The inning is out on the line drive to left, and the side retired. And we go to the home half of the 5th. Eaglets trying to make some noise, but it's been all Rice cooking today.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Alumni matchup, anyone? I'm in. Come watch the Red Wings alumni at Big Boy Ice Arena.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Eaglets in the 5th, and they'll try to find a little bit of magic in the bats. Drew Tribal Anthony Elazai to bat, and followed by Bradley Hale. And they'll do it against a new right-handed pitcher and the Notre Dame commit, the two-way guy who finds the mound right now, Chase Vaname.
Yeah, an interesting prospect going to Notre Dame, an excellent pitcher, a senior for Brother Rice, and generally a guy that comes out of the pen. Yeah, he's a tall fella on the mound, and you'll see his delivery a little bit unconventional, kind of comes three-quarters. So, you know, we'll see if St. Mary's might be able to generate something. They really weren't able to do much against Pack aside from that one swing. So maybe a change in scenery on the mound will bring about something for the St. Mary's offense.
Guy that knows how to pitch. Again, we mentioned his father, Mark, the pitching coach at Michigan State. And Vaname has really developed into a two-way guy. And this pitching is tough to track from the way he throws, three-quarter sidearm-ish, and that long cross stride from that big 6'4" frame. He'll face true tribal. Two and two the count. Chase plays for the D Las Vegas in his summer ball. No surprise, it's a favorable spot for a lot of the Brother Rice guys. Derek Stevens, an alum, and Stevens family complex is where they play. Strike three called, Tribal's out, and that is the dark one.
Wow, what a weapon to use out of the pen. That ball gets on you in a hurry from an angle that
Really
you're not used to. So, you know, you're seeing a conventional starter, innings 1 through 4, 1 through 5. All of a sudden, here comes Vaname with that kind of funky release, and the ball just something you're not quite ready for, you haven't seen throughout the course of the day. And you imagine he's going to be quite the weapon out of the pen throughout the year for Brother Rice.
That got him. And that hit Anthony, and that hurts. Elazai is on, thanks to the hit by pitch. And they'll get a courtesy runner for him. We'll see Grant Essig, who we saw on Wednesday on the mound, and there's another look. Where'd it get him? At our right wrist?
I thought, yeah, maybe the hand, but if that gets you on a hand on a day like this, aren't you spending a few more seconds at the plate in agony?
You'd think. He's a tough kid. Bradley Hale, the 9-hitter, with the courtesy runner at first, and Grant Essig.
Boy, these power arms in the 1-1 count, that's really just a tough hill to climb.
Especially against a guy like this.
You know, or in a regular setting, 4-3, these guys are going to be tough to hit. All of a sudden, you have one less strike to work with, and it's just tough sledding. I mean, the St. Mary's offense hasn't been able to get much going today, but are a lot of teams going to be able to get much going against this Brother Rice pitching staff?
It's a fastball that's 90 to 92. The slider about 82 to 84. And that's really what's in the arsenal, and that's really all you need in the arsenal.
Yeah.
When you're throwing 90-92 with that kind of movement. Had a rough first start, again, a rough first outing against Dakota, but he's been pretty lights out since.
Always interesting, too, to see a position player go to the mound, and all of a sudden he's got a whole smear of eye black on his face. That's really not what you tend to see from a pitcher. He looks like Aiden Hutchinson out there.
Yes. True Warrior look.
Yeah.
Speaking of Warriors, the Warriors of Woodhaven have knocked off Northville in a double dip downriver. There's a looper to the right side. Orozco will field it, throw to second. They'll get just one. It's the second out of the inning, so Essig is out on the fielder's choice. And Hale is aboard at first. Here's another look.
Now batting number 9, Parker.
Yeah, I mean, as it's been throughout the day, just a well-played defensive game for Brother Rice, not trying to do too much. Understanding there that the runner obviously has to hold with the possibility of a catch from the first baseman, so they're still able to get the force at second. Kind of a reverse jinx. The prep visits, and then the next game is a big win for Woodhaven. So
That's right. Woodhaven has started the year 0-5. They made it to the finals last year, and then they've won 5 straight.
Yeah.
They're now 5-5.
And
That's the definition of bipolar.
Taking down the #1 squad.
But a fine team. We saw the potential yesterday against Wyandotte.
Yeah, you end the game with a grand slam. It gives you a lot of momentum heading into the proceedings the next day.
You bet. Parker Brustevich, the batter. And this is the reverse. We saw Parker against Chase in game 1 as he went 6 innings, and now we're seeing Chase against Parker in game 2. Future teammates in South Bend, Indiana. Don't lose another monitor, Pat. That is fouled up and out of play. You guys are missing it. Pat almost broke another monitor over here. Yeah, yeah.
Is that a regular occurrence?
He broke 3 last year.
Okay.
I think. Not all his fault.
That might be a Michigan high school record, I think. I don't know if it's...
Could be.
Yeah.
We'll call John Ross and find out. John Johnson. One of the Johns. Hale on at first. Parker Brustevich, who's been the top stick on this team. Strike. Got him. Vaname filthy. Ends the inning. 8-2, Brother Rice on top. He'll try to add it more in the 6th. Going for the sweep.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to fix my feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Welcome back to Dan Petrie Field. Alex Westfall is your executive producer. Austin Sonnenberg on replay. Brad the Boss Ross on graphics and audio. Kyle Buchanan on a camera. And Joey Yashinsky on color commentary. That ball is tipped off the glove of Brustevich, but tracked by Klein and thrown to first. Did they get him? They did. So 1 up and 1 down on a fine play by Klein to keep his concentration, Joey.
Really nice play by Carter Klein. It's a tough play for a second baseman. You have to throw the ball across your body, make sure you clean it, field it cleanly. And knew the runner. He had just enough time to get him by a half step, and some nice defensive work there from St. Mary's. Good to see a team stay in the game mentally, physically, down a deficit that, you kind of see the writing on the wall as far as the end result, but you continue to make plays.
Here's Turner, who's had 2 home runs on the day. The day includes 2 games. He homered back in game 1, and then he homered late in the game to extend the lead for Rice, who at the time was leading 2-1. And he homered in this game in a 3-run first inning. Rice with 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the fourth. St. Mary's with 2 in the first. Owen Turner is headed to Yale. This is a Yale-bound senior And he's going to bring a lot to the Ivy League. I mean, this is a guy that could play, obviously, higher-level baseball, but you get a chance to go to Yale, you don't usually turn that down.
Right. Going to get a great education, obviously be a major addition to the baseball program at Yale.
Big time.
And he's shown his power throughout the day, and I believe he was the home run that put the ball well over the Dan Petrie Field sign out in center.
You're right about that.
Now batting number 19.
It's a strikeout for
Vaname.
Hudson Brustevich, who's looked impressive in his inning of duty.
Yeah, he's kept this potent Brother Rice offense down. So a number of arms there for St. Mary's, and like we've talked about, when they do kind of get healthy on that front, maybe they'll see the benefit of having given some of these backup pitchers some extra work. Maybe now they're a little more experienced, and down the stretch, maybe they have, took a pretty big shot there, maybe to the chest. We'll see.
Ugh. And make sure he's okay grabbing that wrist. I think it deflected into his chest after that. Get another look. He wears that elbow protector, but this one gets him, I don't know. Nick DePonio, the head coach for St. Mary's, wants an explanation.
Oh, maybe looking for a foul ball.
Yeah, maybe off the inside handle.
Not a whole lot of sympathy from either side today, Chad. Guy goes down with a hit by pitch, and we're looking for a foul ball here. So
Now batting
good competition from both sides.
Roder Khaki.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any metal. I don't think that was ball to bat. I think that was ball to body.
I do too. I think it was forearm-ish because Chase keeps looking down. That forearm. Ground ball in the hole, base hit. 10th hit of the day for Rice. Just beyond the shortstop's reach at Crichton. A seeing-eye single into left. Handled by the left fielder, Drew Treibel. And Rice has two men on with two men out, and a big spot for Tristan Crane.
Yeah, third base pulled in a little there. Brustevich wasn't quite able to get to it. Even if Crichton's able to make a diving stop, really no play to be made there. So they have traffic again, as they've had for the majority of the day.
Brother Rice has multiple hits from Crane, this man, who is a perfect 3 of 3 on the day. Two hits also for Turner and 2 for Chase Vaname. Three for 3 with 3 RBIs for this man, Tristan Crane. Headed to junior college in Daytona Beach. He'll do that for a year or so, and somebody's going to want this kid. I think before he gets to Daytona Beach Junior College. I'd be shocked if we don't see Tristan Crane get signed here by somebody. And I think he's a D1 player.
Yeah, big body. I mean, he's a shortstop, plays his position well. He's dangerous at the plate. I think Riker has said one of his favorite players on the team. So I imagine there's a Division I home for him somewhere.
Yeah, that one just wide of the bag at third. Parker over to snatch it. Just the complete baseball player. He's got a chance to blow this thing wide open. These two teams could see each other again someday, but are not on the schedule with each other. But the CHSL playoffs are lingering. That'll happen May 8th through the 11th. And these two could see each other again. Last year was St. Mary's knocking off Catholic Central for the Catholic League title. So that'll bring up Cole Vaname, and it'll bring out pitching coach Pat Mish to have a conference with a sophomore.
Yeah, bases loaded here. 8-2 game. St. Mary's will still have a couple cracks at it if they can get out of here, at least give their offense some chance. Yeah, not an easy day for the players. I mean, it's been windy throughout the day. Temperatures barely hovering above 40. Not an easy thing, especially when you're the team trailing. I think when you're ahead, you're feeling a little bit better. Maybe the cold isn't getting to you as much, but when you're kind of trailing throughout the day, as St. Mary's has been, just not a pleasant day here at the Diamond.
No, sir. brighter days ahead. West Bloomfield, who is 13-1, knocks off Plymouth Salem 7-4 in game one of their doubleheader, right down the street on Orchard Lake Road. And they're in a tie game right now with Plymouth Salem, 5-5. And that is in the 5th inning. Salem has scored a run to tie it, so that's back and forth. Vaname the batter, and nowhere to put him. The bases are loaded, Joey, with 2 outs and a 2-1 count.
Tristan Turner come on to run at second for the catcher Katkey. Let him start getting his shin guards working.
Makes sense. 3-1, and this is a count you get a little excited about. What do you want to do as a hitter to remind yourself in a count like this?
Yeah, I mean, you never want to be swinging for the downs. You don't want to be thinking grand slam, as enticing as it is. You want to put the ball in play and make sure you're hitting a good pitch.
Cole grounds it just foul down that third base line. 1 hit already today for Cole.
I think you notice the level of concentration in this Brother Rice team, the fact that they're up 6, it's late in the game, and still pretty patient at the plate. They're not going out of the zone. They'll take a walk if they need to, so kind of unrelenting. Regardless of score, they kind of just keep playing the same game.
Full count, 2-out pitch, right back to the pitcher. And a fine play by Hudson Brustevich to flip to first to end the inning. So Brother Rice threatens in this 5th inning, but they do not score. We head to the bottom half of this 6th inning at Dan Petrie Field. Come on back, won't you? We're the Prep.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Six outs for the Eaglets to work with. Luke Crichton to try to get things going. The number 2 hitter in this lineup, 6'3", $175. Luke's put on some good weight, and this is a stronger hitter this year, more confident hitter. Look, he went through a season last year with a lot of talent on the roster and learning his way through that as a freshman in this league. It can be tough, but he's come back this year, and I mean, he has just been one of the key pieces that they're counting on in so many different spots.
Yeah, going to be a big part of the program for the next 2.5 years. Obviously, very mature player for a sophomore, and a beautiful approach taking that one the other way.
Just another one. Outside and just slicing the other way, a mature approach, and strong enough to get it firmly over the second baseman's head. Right on cue, Luke Crichton with a leadoff single to start things in the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times in baseball, what leads to a big rally is first guy getting on, first 2 guys getting on. Not much, not something St. Mary's has done a whole lot today. So they do so here. We'll see if it can kind of lead to a couple.
Just the 2nd hit of the day for St. Mary's against Brother Rice. Aiden Pack, who is in line for the win, gave up just 1 hit. Crichton can run at first, but not a spot to run here, especially with the power-hitting Hudson Brustevich up. The only other Eaglet with a hit. It was a 2-run shot to right center.
Always a little bit extra when the pitcher kind of provides that audible grunt as he releases. That's what we're seeing here from Vaname.
Let's see if we can get some sound on that grunt. Get that dead cat working a little bit. Another grunt.
Yep.
Is that dead cat all the way up? Yeah, okay. We call the field mic a dead cat.
Yeah, I think that's helpful to let the audience know, just so they don't.
So PETA doesn't
think that you're up to anything.
That's fair.
Too
Yeah,
strange.
no, I love cats. I love cats.
Yep.
Grew up with a couple. Haven't had any since, but I still love them. Maybe like them. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, he walked them. So the first two on in this inning, and St. Mary's trying to make Chase Vaname earn his money here in the sixth on the road in a windy, cold Orchard Lake Saturday.
Yeah, 2 on, nobody out. Not a circumstance we've seen St. Mary's have a ton of today. So an opportunity here for a crooked number. Not out of the game yet.
Aiden Donovan, the expected ace of this club, still waiting to make his 2024 pitching debut. That one was a bit inside, and the runners will advance.
All right, some good sportsmanship there as Vaname comes towards the plate to cover and lets Donovan know that's my bad. We're a long way from those early inning festivities that were going on. Seems like everybody's friends again.
Everybody's all good. A lot of respect between these two head coaches who we spent a lot of time with already this year. And, yeah, I mean, hey, look, a lot of competition, a big rivalry, but at the end of the day, these guys will be texting each other at some point later this week or tonight or who knows.
Yeah, not a score exactly that Bob Riker can be too casual with. I mean, it's a 6-run game, but we're one more ball away from bases loaded with nobody out. So Brother Rice still has to be careful here.
Ground ball up the middle, off the glove of Vaname. This is going to be a run-scoring infield single. It was a tough play for Chase to make it. Obviously a very good defensive fielder, but it was hit just firm enough and in the right spot. It's an RBI infield single, and St. Mary's has their 3rd run of the game.
Yeah, they're in business here. They got another run across. Still nobody out, which is most important. A little bit of a thicker infield here, so even once that ball was deflected, really no chance it was going to get to the shortstop with any chance to get Donovan at first.
So Mike Steele is on his way out to talk to Chase Vaname, who has yet to record an out in this inning. He'll have to face the left-handed hitter Ryan Summer. And Summer, a solid left-handed stick, a Taylor commit, and a guy that they need, especially in a spot like this, as this conference grows long, as the night grows cold. Jim Parkas says, all right, that's enough. Not going to the ambassador's ball, but I don't want frost bites either.
Exactly.
Shame he's not going. He was invited.
He had something better on his schedule.
I guess. What could be better than the Townsend on a Saturday night?
Right.
Runners at the corners, a run in, nobody out. Eaglets trying to make a move. And that one is laced to right field, hit hard, and hit right at Rupenthal, who handles it, tagging at third and coming home and scoring. And it's an RBI, sac fly to right off the bat of Summer. Into score comes Hudson Brustevich. It's 8-4.
A little bit of rotten baseball luck there. That ball was smoked off the bat of Summer. Nine times out of 10, it's a base hit. Nobody out. Runners continue to advance, but right at Rupenthal, the right fielder. So St. Mary's happy to get another run across, but not the outcome you're expecting when you hit a ball with that type of pace.
You're not kidding. It's the first out of the inning, but sometimes the way you hit a ball, even though it's out, it's still noted by the hitters that, hey, look, we can hit him. We can get to this guy.
Right. No, I think their confidence is growing here. They have 5 outs to work with here. They get a couple more. We'll see. That 7th inning could be a little bit dramatic.
This is Zane Wilson, the senior, in his second at bat He came in and replaced a Will Boisenow, you'll recall, who ran into the wall back in the 3rd inning. This is a very speedy, athletic reserve for Nick DePonio, a wide receiver and a safety for Jermaine Gonzalez on the football field. Chase to the set, and that one's up and out. The line right now on Vaname, he has given up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He has struck out 2 and walked 1. The line on Pack is closed. He went 5 innings, gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, both earned, 8 strikeouts and 1 walk. This one is fouled out of play.
Yeah, good fight here from Wilson. A big at bat, obviously. If he can get on, all of a sudden, you know, you're down 4 with 2 on and just 1 out. So a big full count pitch here coming up in this game.
Wilson to the right side. Fine play by Taransky. Touches first for the out. The throw, it's not a force play. The tag is not in time. So another hard hit ball, handled just fine by Taransky, and the runner advances, but there's now 2 outs.
Yeah, the defense from Brother Rice, really something to write home about today. It's been stellar. Very nice play there from Taransky on a hard hit ball. Maybe even took a little bit of a funny opposite approach, but not only does he make the play at first, but a fairly on-time throw to second. Just heads up, that awareness, knowing there's still an out to be made at second. They got the tag down, and a good brand of baseball being put on display here by Brother Rice in both ends of the doubleheader.
Yeah, how about the instincts? I mean, that play was made before the play was even happening. He knew where that was going.
Mm-hmm.
The ball was down to second before the ball was on the ground. Can't teach that. Here's Andrew Treibel. And the sophomore's tardy with a heater from Chase that is in the 90s at points today.
And just maybe one of those circumstances, too, where a man on first baseman's holding him. As a result, that ball down the line, ordinarily, maybe it's a hit or a double. Here, it's a ground out to first. So kind of the way the afternoon's been going for St. Mary's.
Swing and a miss, out on strikes, inning over. The Eaglets do get a couple, and they've cut the lead in half.
After 6 innings,
as we go to the 7th, it's the final call for the Brother Rice Warriors.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
Leading off the top of the 7th inning,
Vince Marcon, a senior right-hander, about to get his first action of the 2024 season. And he'll do it against Brother Rice's Tristan Crane. It'll be the middle of the order. Middle lower as Marcon will deal. Good size kid, 6'4", 205. And look, it's been hard to get reps and minutes at Brother Rice and St. Mary's, and some of these kids have just been waiting just to get out of the field. A guy like Marcon could take advantage of an outing like this.
Yeah, I mean, even in a game, it's an 8-4 game, but hey, we saw what St. Mary's did, bottom 6. This game is still in doubt.
Hudson Brustevich fields it, the throw over to first, and Summer snatches the throw for out number 1, one up, one down.
Max Orozco.
And that'll bring up the Oakland University-bound Max Orozco. Two-sport guy himself.
Yeah, anytime your nine-hole hitter is going to play college baseball, it means you've got a pretty strong starting lineup.
You're not kidding. Pitches upstairs. Max with good speed and good contact ability. One of the guys that keeps the bench loose, and one of the good clubhouse guys too. And he grounds one in the hole, and that's another base hit. So Orozco, who had 2 RBIs in game 1, keeps hitting in game 2. And it's the 11th hit of the day for Rice, who's got a man on and a man out, and their final at bat, perhaps, of the day.
Really nice left-handed swing. Really just almost no movement from that front foot. Just kind of a weight shift and a turn, and just a simple swing. He's been kind of batting the ball all around the field throughout the day, and a nice weapon at the bottom of that Brother Rice order. Almost feels like you have multiple leadoff men sometimes. You got one at the top, one at the bottom, and you start to create traffic for the 2, 3, 4 guys, and it's a recipe for success.
It has been, especially this year. The 2 cousins following each other in the order. There goes Max, throw down to second, and it is not in time. It is a strikeout, though, for Marcon. And Orozco with another steal.
Now batting number 17.
And another look here.
Tyransky.
Good jump by Max. Orozco with a couple of hits in this game. Stolen base. He's also in the discussion for the G of the game. That one's upstairs. Here's Ryan Tyransky. 4-run lead. Brother Rice looking to sweep St. Mary's. They swept Catholic Central. The other power in this division, they took 2 of 3 from U of D, much improved team. Certainly a team you got to respect.
Not a sweep that we've seen much of the last 4 or 5 years here in this one-on-one, this head-to-head matchup. But that's what makes a good rivalry. We saw for 12 or 15 years around these parts with Michigan, Ohio State, that rivalry started to lose some of its luster because it was so one-sided. Now we finally have seen it shift back the other way towards Ann Arbor. So now we're kind of seeing a similar thing happen here where Brother Rice is sort of taking ownership of it, and now it puts St. Mary's on the defensive. So
it would be the first sweep of Rice over St. Mary's in a season series since 2017. Rice's last series win was in 2018. St. Mary's last year winning 3 of the 4 against Rice. Rice snapped a 16-game win streak in the series for St. Mary's. St. Mary's swept Rice 5-0 in 22, 6-0 in 21. And won the series 3-1 in 2019. Here's Owen Turner. And he draws a walk. So the base is juiced, and Mark Kahn starting to see the walls closing in after that first easy ground out to the first batter.
Yep. Yeah, he got a strikeout on the steal. So he's 1 out away from getting out of here, but he's got nowhere to put anybody. And the way that St. Mary's offense came alive in the bottom of the 6th, still a critical out here. You stay within 4, make Brother Rice try and get 3 more outs, and he's ahead in the count here. Key pitch.
Vanamede's been a tough out this year, but he's been a tough out in this series, too. He's 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored and 2 RBIs and a walk in this game. He's another G of the game candidate. And a home run. A monster shot to right center the opposite way. Part of 2 home runs in this game 2 for Brother Rice. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. That one's driven high and deep to center. Backed his hail, and that ball is gone. Splash City. A grand slam. Chase Vanamede with a long shot and he continues to pile up the RBIs. Give him 6 on the day.
Wow, what a massive performance. A 2-out grand slam turned a 4-run game into almost an insurmountable 8-run game. What a swing here. Takes Marcon all the way out of Dan Petrie Field. There was really no doubt of that one off the bat. Just an impressive power display from inning 1 through inning 7 here from Brother Rice. Just prodigious power, especially from the middle of the order.
Man.
Pat the Stat Bush correctly pointing out, G of the game, less in doubt now than it was prior. 2 homers, 6 RBIs. I think
it is
cemented its case.
Yeah. Now remember, we take a 2-game look at it. So, you know, he did go 0 for 4 in the first game with 3 strikeouts.
Good point.
So we look at the big picture now.
Yeah.
We look at both games. So we'll tally all of it up. But yes, he is certainly
a little bit more of a complicated process than
it's a complicated process. I think Pat should know that process by now. There's a pop up to second base, and Vrustevich makes the catch and the side retire, but not before another 4-bagger. And Vaname continues to torch pitching in any league, in any arena, in any stadium. Splash City.
West Oakland Wings baseball.
Focus. Hard work.
Sportsmanship.
Perseverance.
Respect. Integrity.
Got a boy.
1, 2, 3. Wings.
Huron Valley Athletic Complex, where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
Alumni matchup. I'm in. You can be too. Big Boy Arena. Let's go.
Get tickets now. Search Alumni Matchup on Ticketer.com or scan the code. April 27th, Big Boy Arena.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores.
Well, there you see the standings coming into today. Obviously, it doesn't account for Game 1 or Game 2, but it's Brother Rice, 7-1. They're tied with St. Francis de Sales of Toledo. Wow. We'll see how long that lasts. UAD is in second place, tied with St. Mary's. In fact, they've now jumped ahead of St. Mary's with their win on this Saturday. And then the Eaglets, CC, UAD, Liggett, and Central Catholic, who St. Mary's knocked off yesterday. I mean, this is a 4-5 team race that is legit deep, and the Toledo teams have added a little bit to this division as well.
Yeah, anybody who emerges the top of that group is going to have earned it the hard way. Not many easy outings in that bunch. Tough schedule once you get into league play.
Yes, sir. So this is Tristan Crane taking over on the mound, and he will face Anthony.
I think in addition to play-by-play, Chad, I think you need to let the audience know where they could see you do karaoke potentially of some of this 80s rock that we're lucky enough to hear you perform in between innings. But not a bad voice, my friend.
Yeah, the crew might complain about those tunes, but you get some good 80s rock here with Todd Bartis, the PA announcer and DJ spinning the dials in the building next to us. So yeah, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. Tristan Crane with a strikeout of Anthony Alezai, and there's 1 out. Eaglets have 2 outs to go in this 7th inning, trailing by 8. Bradley Hale, the batter. Hale also can pitch, and he's a helpful piece in that bullpen, but he's not active yet. They hope to have him active out of that pen at some point. But his bat to start the year has been too good to take out of the lineup. That one is fouled and lifted out of play. What do you got cooking on this weekend? Anything going on?
Let me see what's going on the rest of the weekend. There was a birthday party that I missed to be here today.
So man, you're gonna.
Yeah, I might hear a little bit of that one.
Jackie, you let us slide.
Yeah, I think so.
She understands your love of baseball.
Yeah,
Blame it on me. Just say,
hey, I was doing a favor for my
choice.
neighbor, and
That's right. I got to rake your leaves or something.
Exactly.
That one's fouled back. Parker Bristevich will go and retrieve it.
Yeah, I don't think many broadcast tandems come from the very same block, so
that's right.
Unique in that regard.
It is. It is. We should carpool at some point.
Exactly.
Swing and a miss. Tristan Crane has come in, and this is part of this Brother Rice bullpen. I mean, it just doesn't end. They've got depth in that pen as well, and this guy's a big part of it, Tristan Crane.
Yeah, just a wealth of arms coming out of that Brother Rice bullpen. I mean, the starting pitching strong, as we've seen with Duhame and Pack, a sophomore and a freshman, and you can come in with experienced relievers and pulling guys from other positions. Just a lot of options for Riker.
He's a guy that really knows how to pitch. 4 or 5 pitches in his arsenal. Also catches.
Actually, might go see sheep shearing tomorrow at the Kensington Farm. Once a year,
what's that all about?
They take the coats that these sheep have accumulated throughout the cold months and shave them off, get them ready for summer. It's kind of fun to see.
Sounds cool. Ground ball to short. Vaname handles it, throws to first, and this ball game is over. Brother Rice sweeps St. Mary's in the 3 games this week, and this one maybe their most convincing. A 12-4 win, and they win it with an offensive showing that started with a big 3-run first and didn't slow down from there. Joey and I will break it all down for you. We'll also have our G of the game coming up right after this, sponsored by G Brand USA. We're back to Dan Petrie Field after this.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G Brand. Now that's game.
St. Mary's is a place where boys come to find their place in the world. It's not just a place where we learn what to think. It's a place where we learn how to think. Education of the mind can be found almost anywhere. Education of the soul is what I've been taught at St. Mary's. So, if you think you're ready to be a part of a tradition rooted in success, come see for yourself how St. Mary's is more than just a school.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to Fix My Feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Brother Rice sweeps the series from Orchard Lake St. Mary's. They win it 12-4. And time for our G of the game. Joey Yashinsky is down on the field with our G of the game. Joey, take it away.
Chase Vaname, excellent performance. Both ends of a doubleheader. You guys take down St. Mary's. 2 homers in the second game, including a grand slam. Tell me, what was it like out here today?
It was just a great day to play some baseball. Obviously, it was a little cold. We knew that. I mean, St. Mary's, they're playing in the same conditions as us, and we just wanted to go out there, play hard, and just happy to come out with 2 W's.
You come up with the bases loaded. St. Mary's have kind of put some pressure on you guys. Bottom of the 6th. It's an 8-4 game. What are you thinking going up there with the bases loaded? Your eyes get big? Are you trying to do something big, or what's your thought process?
No, I'm just trying to keep it simple. The first game, I had a couple of tough at-bats, and I just thought just wash it away, just quick memory going into that second game, just stay loose and relaxed, and I felt like I did a good job in the second game, and I was just glad I was able to get that done for my team.
I mean, it's unique. Of the 9 batters in the lineup, 3 have the last name Vaname. How special is it to take the field with your brothers?
No, it's really cool. We've been playing together a lot of our lives, and it's cool that all 3 of us be out here starting, all succeeding. It's just cool to see, and I know my parents love it too.
And the rest of the night, you guys are going to go home. You can obviously find this game on YouTube. You're going to relive some of these highlights from the day together?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. We'll look back at the highlights and everything.
All right, Chase Vaname, our G of the game. Thanks, Chase, and good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Chad, that's our G of the game. Chase Vaname to sweep here for Birmingham Brother Rice against St. Mary's.
Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that very much. Congratulations to Chase, who's been on a tear this season offensively. Our G of the game, I think we owe him a hat. I think we owe him a T-shirt. We're just going to send it to the house. I know where you live. Congratulations, Chase. Thank you, Joey, for that. Joey and I are back to wrap things up from Orchard Lake. Brother Rice wins it, and Chase Vaname a big part of it. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. We're back to Dan Petrie Field in a moment to put the baby to bed here on the Prep.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Well, this was a ball game that started out with a big surge, and that man was a big part of it. Owen Turner went high and deep and rocked Doug's house with that bomb. Brother Rice would continue to add a couple more in the inning and led 3-0.
Yeah, just a great offensive output from Brother Rice in game 2. The bats really came alive, and you know, not a team that you want to be facing a big deficit against with the arms that they possess as well.
That was the Hud Scud, the Hudson Brustevich missile home run to right for St. Mary's. It made it a 3-2 game, Joey, but Brother Rice would answer with 3 more runs in the third.
Yeah, I mean, Brother Rice, throughout the day, they were answering offense with their own offense. So St. Mary's had a hard time generating momentum that lasted more than an inning or two, and just kind of an unrelenting attack from Brother Rice. It's 1 through 9. It's on the mound. They have experience in the dugout, so really going to be a tough out throughout the season and come playoff time as well.
Here you see Tuvalian, who started. Hudson Brustevich came in. Tuvalian went 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, struck out 6. Brustevich was solid, 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 strikeouts. But this was really the story. This was the pitching of Brother Rice and the sound right arm of the freshman, Aiden Pack, who got the win.
Yeah, Aiden Pack, a freshman, and Duham, a sophomore in game 1, and just a lot to look forward to. Pack registers the win, just a single hit in 4 innings, and again, just like game 1, 8 strikeouts from the Eaglets. Too many. Just got to put the ball in play, got to make the defense earn the outs, and they weren't really able to do that today. Tough day to hit, so you can understand that, but going forward, they're just going to need to put more balls in play, period.
So, with the win, Brother Rice extends their record to 19-1. Hard to believe they played 20 games already.
That's a supersized schedule at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Allen Park played their 9th game today. Brother Rice has played 20 of them. Yeah. St. Mary's falls to 8-5. Brother Rice improves to 19-1. And Brother Rice up next, they will take on a team out of Toledo. Yes, they will take on St. John Jesuit on Friday. The next game is against University Liggett on Wednesday, and the Eaglets will take on St. John's on Tuesday. Joey, it was a pleasure again. I know we'll see you soon. Thanks so much for being a part of the broadcast crew. You did a great job.
A lot of fun, Chad. Happy to be out here and happy to do it again.
You bet. He's Joey Yashinsky. My name's Chad Bush. Want to thank our crew. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Austin Sonnenberg on replay. The Boss Ross on audio and on graphics. Pat the Stat on statistics. And Kyle Buchanan on one camera. And David Laura on camera, the rookie in his first attempt. Did a pretty good job. Let's keep him around. Thanks so much for watching. We're the Prep. We're back on, I think, Thursday. We'll have action. It'll be Bloomfield Hills at Birmingham Seaholm. Thanks so much for watching. We're the Prep. Brother Rice sweeps St. Mary's 12-4 and 5-1. Have a great night, everybody. So long from Dan Petrie Field.